John, pues, hay una
John,
persona que no tiene apagado su micrófono.
John, can you mute Jose Mayo, please?
Okay, John, let's do it.
No, hold on. I gotta move the code, takes a minute or two. Okay. Okay, good. We are live on YouTube. Okay. So now we all set?
Okay, ready, John?
Yeah, I introduce you, or you want me to
Diana,
introduce
Diana is going to start. You,
Okay, I'll introduce you real quick, Diana, okay?
yes, please
Okay.
start counting whenever you want, John.
Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Buenas noches, estoy Dr. John Bennett de Neurosurgical TV, aquí en Miami Beach. Estamos televisando la próxima. Lo siento, es mi culpa. I'm sorry about this, folks.
No problem, John. Go ahead.
I'm going to start again. I'm going to edit that out.
Okay, don't worry, John.
We can do that. Yeah, hold on. Sorry, folks. Okay, very good. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening from Miami Beach. It's Dr. John Bennett, televisando. Lo mismo charla, cada semana tenemos, a veces cada 2 semanas, una charla de UNAM. Déjame introducir a hostess, Diana. Buenas noches, Diana.
Buenas noches, John. Gracias. Buenas noches a todos. Me es un honor introducir al residente de neurocirugía del Hospital General de México, doctor Eduardo Lisiaga, al doctor Noé Pérez Carrillo, quien además es académico de la Facultad de Medicina de la Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México en la Cátedra de Anatomía Humana, y el coordinador general de nuestro primer curso internacional de neuroanatomía funcional con orientación quirúrgica, doctor Francisco Velázquez Campo. Noé, por favor. Muy buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, muchas gracias, bienvenidos a todos los que nos sintonizan a través de Neurosurgical TV, YouTube, Facebook, y la plataforma Zoom. Muchas gracias a todos los que nos acompañan allá en el Hospital General de México, de manera presencial, al auditorio Aquilino Villanueva, de manera presencial en la Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México y alrededor del mundo que nos siguen en nuestras redes sociales. Es para mí un honor presentar a nuestro primer ponente, quien es también el profesor titular de este curso internacional de neuroanatomía funcional, con orientación quirúrgica en honor al doctor Francisco Velasco Campos, al doctor Aldo Hernández Valencia. Él, además de ser nuestro jefe de servicio, también es nuestro profesor titular. Voy a hacer una breve introducción sobre su gran semblanza. El doctor Aldo actualmente tiene 48 años, nació en la Ciudad de México, hizo sus estudios de medicina en la Facultad de Medicina de la Universidad Autónoma de Querétaro. Posteriormente hizo el curso de posgrado en neurocirugía en el Hospital General de México, doctor Eduardo Lisiaga, sede del curso. Posteriormente fue neurocirujano adscrito a nuestro servicio y posteriormente es actualmente el jefe de servicio de neurocirugía. También dentro de su entrenamiento de posgrado hizo un training en base de cráneo en Keio University en Japón. Justamente está conectando Takashi Kon de Tokio. Hizo el fellowship en terapia endovascular en Buenos Aires, Argentina, en el ERI, una maestría en ciencias médicas avalada por el Instituto Politécnico Nacional, un fellowship en cirugía cerebrovascular en el Centro Médico Nacional 20 de noviembre, y posteriormente también formó parte de la plantilla de los cirujanos adscritos al Centro Médico Nacional 20 de noviembre, y jefe de la clínica de cerebrovascular, así como jefe de la clínica de cirugía cerebrovascular y endovascular en el Hospital General de México. Dentro de las sociedades médicas es presidente de la sección de neurocirugía vascular de la Sociedad Mexicana de Cirugía Neurológica, secretario de la Sociedad Mexicana de Cirugía Neurológica, así como sinodal del Consejo Mexicano de Cirugía Neurológica, entre muchas otras distinciones que ha tenido el doctor Aldo Francisco a lo largo de su exitosa carrera. Además de mencionar, especial que es de los pocos neurocirujanos que operan de manera híbrida y lo hace de manera muy exitosa. Adelante, maestro. El día de hoy nos va a presentar el tema de la arteria cerebral anterior y posteriormente continuamos con la segunda charla a cargo del doctor Yuja. Adelante, maestro.
Gracias, Noé. Buenas noches nuevamente. Y bueno, agradezco la invitación. Siempre es un honor representar a nuestro hospital y a la Universidad Autónoma de México. Y bueno, al maestro Velasco, que siempre ha sido un honor contar con él, aún todavía en el servicio de forma muy activa. El día de hoy vamos a hablar de la anatomía de la arteria cerebral anterior. Como continuación de todas estas charlas de anatomía, ya nos tocó hablar de los segmentos de la carótida interna y bueno, pues entrar en materia. Saber que la arteria cerebral anterior es una de las ramas de la bifurcación de la carótida, como lo vimos anteriormente, esto para los estudiantes de pregrado y nuestros residentes, y que, bueno, esta división pues se hace pues de forma para el estudio de la anatomía de todas las arterias cerebrales. Entonces es muy importante saber que todo es continuo. A veces los segmentos realmente hay algún reparo anatómico en el que es la división en ese momento y que de ahí nosotros tenemos que imaginar pues en un total de todas las arterias cerebrales, en este caso de la arteria cerebral anterior. Estos son algunos esquemas del maestro Lawton de su libro de Seven Aneurysms, donde yo creo que está bastante bien. Lo pongo primero, ahorita vamos a ver algunos videos microquirúrgicos que nos van a servir mucho para saber. Bueno, nos tenemos que orientar realmente con esquemas y saber qué es lo que estamos nosotros, a qué nos estamos refiriendo. Entonces, la arteria cerebral anterior, ya lo comenté, es una de las ramas finales de la bifurcación de la arteria carótida interna, como lo ven en el esquema de la derecha, y que finalmente saber que ese recorrido, yo siempre les digo a mis residentes en los clipajes, no deben olvidar nunca la disposición de la arteria cerebral anterior en nuestra visión quirúrgica, porque así lo vemos en los esquemas, pero finalmente saber cómo estamos teniendo a nuestro paciente, si no lo vemos en un abordaje deterional o LCO, y saber dónde están situados todos estos espacios que tenemos que dejarlos muy claros para no cometer algún accidente durante la cirugía de aneurismas y de cualquier otra patología, llámese tumores o algún otro tipo de patología vascular como las malformaciones arteriovenosas. Y bueno, la arteria en general va a tener 5 segmentos, como lo ven aquí en la diapositiva. El A1, que se le llama precomunicante, es un segmento horizontal que va a cruzar, siempre les digo, va a cruzar el nervio óptico, incluso se va a recargar, por decirlo así. Esa variante anatómica es constante, salvo que sea una arteria hipoplásica o totalmente ausente, no la vamos a encontrar de ese lado que hayamos explorado ya microquirúrgicamente, pero realmente es una constante. Buscar el nervio óptico y la arteria ahorita lo vamos a ver muy claro en los esquemas y en los cadáveres inyectados, y ya quirúrgicamente en el campo microquirúrgico y la visión del microscopio microquirúrgico. Entonces es muy importante ese segmento A1 precomunicante, donde finalmente sabemos que después qué va a ser la comunicante anterior. Vemos el esquema de la derecha, donde todo esto va a tener, y lo dice el maestro Lotton en su libro, ya arterias perforantes, en este caso las lentículas estriadas realmente mediales, que sabemos que pueden ser de 8 a 10 arterias, y que bueno, finalmente esto nos va a poner en claro que no las podemos lesionar. Para la disección, para llegar a algún aneurisma del complejo comunicante, algún aneurisma que tengamos de la bifurcación carotídea. Entonces, eso es muy importante que tengan ustedes en claro, que la anatomía la debemos de tener siempre muy bien definida. Después viene el segmento A2 postcomunicante, como lo ven ahí en el esquema del maestro Lotton. Está muy claro, lo vemos pues en una vista coronal, muy claro. Ahorita vamos a poner una vista un poco oblicua, sagital, y vamos a ver todos estos segmentos. Después viene el segmento A3, que se ha llamado microquirúrgicamente precalloso, que está realmente por adelante. Ahorita lo vamos a ver si lo imaginamos tridimensional, por adelante el cuerpo calloso, después ya el segmento A4 supracalloso. En el segmento A3 es donde viene la famosa división entre calloso marginal y pericallosa, y eso lo vamos a ver ahorita más adelante, y que después ya los segmentos hacia cortical, supracalloso y postcalloso ya son aquellas ramas finales de la cerebral anterior. Y la bifurcación que ya se lo comenté en pericallosa y calloso marginal. Esto sucede a nivel de A3, precalloso, y posteriormente vamos a tener ya los segmentos A4 y A5. Aquí tenemos el otro esquema del maestro Lotton de su libro, y está muy claro esto para fines prácticos. En este esquema lo vemos muy bien en cuanto a la situación de... no puedo activar mi apuntador, pero bueno, déjenme ver si ahorita responde, ¿no? Entonces, está muy claro la bifurcación, donde está la arteria cerebral media, A1, un segmento precomunicante. Vean que esa recurrente Humner a la cual vamos a hacer ahorita referencia, a veces se refiere que puede salir en las 5 milímetros inmediatos de A2, y vamos a ver eso ahorita, su trayecto, muy importante. Y para fines prácticos, después de la comunicante A2, vean el segmento postcomunicante, luego el segmento A3, que lo tenemos ahí en el esquema muy claro, donde ya sucede esta bifurcación en calloso marginal y pericallosa, que lo ven ya como segmento A4, ya formadas las dos arterias, y A5 distales, que vamos a formar ya las arterias corticales internas interhemisféricas, que eso es muy claro, y que esto va a tomar anastomosis tanto con la cerebral media, con sus arterias prácticamente que corresponden, y con la cerebral posterior ya prácticamente en el esplenio del cuerpo calloso. Entonces, no perder estos esquemas de vista, porque esto nos va a ser la clave para nosotros no perdernos. Esto lo vemos en aneurismas DACA, que son distales, que realmente un pericalloso o calloso marginal, o más distales, y que nuestro abordaje puede ser interhemisférico unilateral o interhemisférico, y que esto, si no tenemos muy clara la anatomía, nos podemos perder fácilmente, porque muchas veces los lóbulos frontales se pueden interdigitar, y esto perdernos muy rápido sin tener los preceptos de la cirugía de aneurismas, que sería llegar tempranamente a un control vascular bilateral. ¿Qué hacemos en el segmento A1? Ya entrando, voy a definirlos, y luego lo vamos a ver ya incluso en cortes de corteza, de las áreas corticales de estas arterias. Ya lo comenté, pueden ser 8 a 10 arterias lentículo-estriadas pues perforantes, mediales. Las laterales sabemos que las va a dar el segmento M1, y que todas estas van a irrigar la sustancia perforada anterior. Tiene una relación este segmento muy íntimo con la sustancia perforada anterior, y va a dar irrigación al área subfrontal, el hipotálamo como sur anterior, septum pellucidum, y región paraolfatoria. Entonces, esto no se nos puede olvidar. Siempre yo les pregunto a mis residentes durante el clipaje de aneurismas de esta circulación, qué puede pasar si alguna de estas arterias perforantes las podemos incluir en el clipaje y qué déficit va a tener el paciente. Si sabemos la anatomía muy clara, vamos a saber el déficit secundario. Siempre he dicho que una buena exploración neurológica es muy exacta y sabemos incluso antes de tener exámenes de imagen, el diagnóstico preciso de dónde está el déficit y qué territorio es el que está comprometido, ¿no? Entonces eso es algo que no debe perderse. ¿Qué podemos tener? Bueno, como variantes, asimetría de A1, sí, el maestro Lotto lo pone en su libro, que casi el 90% son completos. Yo difiero un poco, yo realmente sabemos que a nivel mundial en humanos solo el 25% de los polígonos de Willis son completos. Esto sí, de lo más común. Puede faltar la comunicante anterior, la comunicante posterior, un segmento A1 hipoplásico, y esto es muy importante que lo tengamos en cuenta. Realmente, ¿qué puede pasar? Bueno, puede estar también dentro puede estar duplicado o no existir simplemente, y nosotros tenemos que analizar los estudios. A mis residentes les digo, hay que analizar la angiografía, que es dinámica, ver por dónde vamos a entrar. No importa si entramos izquierdo, no vamos a provocarle un déficit sensitivo al área del lenguaje si nosotros somos muy pulcros en el abordaje, sin saber que, y lo dice el maestro Lawton en su libro, nosotros vamos a navegar por esas cisternas y todas las membranas del valle silviano sin introducirnos al parénquima cerebral, y no tenemos por qué dejar a un paciente con un déficit agregado al que ya es preexistente. Y ese es uno de nuestros retos como neurocirujanos actuales, a que nuestro paciente salga prácticamente sin un déficit agregado por nosotros. Entonces eso nos hace que cada procedimiento que tengamos nos vayamos a estudiar la anatomía básica, nos vayamos a ver esquemas, a ver fotos de maestro Roton, donde vienen muy claramente los cadáveres, los cortes de cadáveres, las fotos incluso en 3D, y que esto nos llegue a ayudar muchísimo ya en el procedimiento como tal. Entonces esto no puede faltar, ¿no? Aquí vemos un abordaje terional del maestro en un cadáver inyectado con acrílico, donde vemos el segmento A1. Siempre les digo a mis residentes, eso no se les puede olvidar. Vean el segmento A1, incluso ya puede ser que esté la recurrente de Humner ahí y tengamos lentículo estriadas, y que vean cómo realmente la relación tan directa que puede estar con el quiasma, pero casi es con el nervio óptico ipsilateral, puede estar muy distal a la bifurcación, y esto hacer que nosotros tengamos o caigamos en errores. Entonces debemos estar muy claros, analizar siempre todos los estudios de angiotomografía, como angiografía digital con sustracción en video, donde nosotros tengamos muy claro la anatomía y qué vamos a encontrar de variantes anatómicas en nuestro paciente para ir preparados para cualquier eventualidad. Vean cómo está la arteria recurrente, lo que les decía, a veces está en un porcentaje bajo, puede salir de A1 o en esa unión de A1 a A2, la recurrente de Humner, y que esto ser una variante que es totalmente normal en los pacientes, no es algo que lo consideramos como algo patológico. Vean un acercamiento de este artículo del maestro que está en sus libros, donde hace una pues, disección excelsa del cadáver y ya inyectado. Vean qué magnífico se puede ver, donde está marcado. Esto para fines didácticos están marcados, y los dejo así para que, como tenemos muchos estudiantes de pregrado, vean qué bonito se ve esta anatomía, donde está la arteria carótida A1, M1. Vemos esta cercanía que yo les hablaba hace 8 días, la cercanía que tenemos entre el ápex del basilar, son milímetros realmente. Después ahí tendríamos la membrana liniquis, que tendríamos que abrirla y llegar, en caso de que tengamos un aneurisma del tip basilar o P1, lo cual lo podemos clipar perfectamente desde este abordaje, y lo dice el maestro Yazar Gil en sus libros, que podemos realmente, el 90-95% de los aneurismas de circulación anterior los podemos clipar por esta vía, incluyendo el tip basilar, obviamente, y algún P1 que tengamos, incluso con control proximal. Entonces es algo muy importante que debemos de tener en cuenta. Después que viene, bueno, pues ya la recurrente de Humner, y entrando en el segmento A2 post comunicante, donde hace ya un cambio de dirección y se mete interhemisférico a la cara interhemisférica de nuestro lóbulo frontal, y que hace todo ese recorrido microquirúrgico hacia la cisterna interhemisférica, y que nosotros tenemos que identificarlo en un clipaje tanto distal como proximal del complejo comunicante, como en algún abordaje interhemisférico para un DACA, un aneurisma distal, y que esto muchas veces con hemorragia subaracnoidea podemos confundirnos y podemos causar errores de interpretación anatómica, porque bueno, siempre sabemos que cuando hay hemorragia subaracnoidea está alterada nuestra anatomía, lo cual debemos estar preparados para todas esas alteraciones que podemos ver y variantes anatómicas, demostrarlas desde antes, ¿no? ¿Hacia dónde va a irrigar? Obviamente la recurrente de Humner se hace, como su nombre lo dice, hace un recorrido recurrente para entrar posteriormente hacia darle irrigación al núcleo caudado, putamen, globo pálido interno, y el brazo anterior de la cápsula interna, que esto es muy importante saber que si nosotros la incluimos o la lesionamos con nuestro bipolar o con nuestros microdisectores de Rotom, podemos nosotros tener este déficit en nuestro paciente y tener un clipaje exitoso, pero con un déficit isquémico en nuestro paciente, porque hay que sacrificarla una vez que se lesiona o que nos puede causar problemas durante el clipaje. Entonces, siempre les digo a mis residentes que clipamos, viene una revisión, de hecho, aunque la hace el residente en ese momento, el de base se cambia al objetivo del microscopio para hacer una revisión exhaustiva y verificar que no se haya clipado junto con el cuello del aneurisma una de estas ramas perforantes, ¿no? Entonces es algo muy importante. Después viene el segmento comunicante anterior como tal. Sabemos que puede haber algunas variantes, puede estar, ser múltiple, a veces son dos comunicantes anteriores. Y vamos a ver ahorita todas las variantes que pueden suceder allí en el segmento A2, y que debemos estar identificándolas desde antes de nuestro abordaje quirúrgico. Eso es muy importante. Entonces, la comunicante pues tiene estas arterias perforantes afluentes al hipotálamo, que son muy importantes. Saber que tiene arterias perforantes, ya lo veíamos ahí en el esquema pasado, y también la veíamos en nuestro foto del maestro Rotom, donde sí hay arterias perforantes propias de la comunicante anterior, y que, bueno, vean estos territorios que se van a irrigar para el surco paraolfatorio medial, el núcleo paraolfatorio medial, perdón, y la rodilla del cuerpo calloso, además de las columnas del fornix y el septum pellucidum. Entonces vean cómo es muy rica la irrigación de esta área. Si nosotros al disecar para un aneurisma comunicante hacemos una lesión de todas estas arterias perforantes, pues vamos a tener un sitio de isquemia muy importante, ¿no? Entonces es algo que nosotros no podemos pasar por alto y decir, bueno, es que realmente no importan, sino al contrario, tenemos todas estas arterias perforantes que conservarlas al 100%. Después, en el segmento A2, pues vienen ya realmente haciéndose los segmentos ya corticales, como la arteria orbitofrontal, que nos va a dar irrigación al giro recto, giros orbitarios y bulbo olfatorio. Esto es muy importante, es la primera rama prácticamente que la consideramos cortical. Ahorita vamos a ver algunos cortes, incluso inyectados desde el punto de vista de tinción, como para ver los territorios muy claros. La arteria frontopolar, que es la segunda arteria prácticamente cortical, que va a irrigar nuestros lóbulos frontales en región interhemisférica. Esto es algo muy importante porque hemos visto lesión después de un abordaje para aneurismas, para tumores, de estas arterias muy en particular. Y todas las variantes anatómicas de este segmento A2, no perder de vista que podemos tener esto, que bueno, esto es lo ideal, lo que tenemos en el inciso A, que lo pone el maestro Lotom, perdón, que es simétrico, y es un complejo comunicante simétrico, pero no siempre es así. Prácticamente, les vuelvo a repetir, casi el 75% de todos los polígonos no son completos y tienen estas variantes. Puede ser asimétrico, como un complejo comunicante anterior asimétrico, donde es dominante del lado derecho, hipoplástica contralateral. Podemos ver una fenestración, que casi siempre esas fenestraciones del complejo comunicante anterior se asocian al origen de aneurismas por el cambio de flujo, el famoso shear stress o opresión de cizallamiento vascular, lo cual hace un estrés sobre la pared de la arteria y que esto hace que se formen aneurismas, que sabemos que un aneurisma no tiene ya muscular, tiene nada más íntima y tiene adventicia en el domo, que esto lo hace susceptible de ruptura. Podemos tener lo que ya había comentado, una arteria comunicante anterior accesoria, véanlo, como hay dos arterias comunicantes. Esto complica mucho en un aneurisma comunicante, donde alguna de ellas quizás se pueda tener que sacrificar con el cuello, pero no sabemos si es suficiente y si no es competente nuestro polígono, podemos tener isquemia distal. Entonces es algo que ustedes deben de tener en cuenta como microcirujanos vasculares o llámese expertos en tumores, todo esto deben de respetarlo. Puede haber una arteria accesoria, un segmento A2 accesorio, véanlo ustedes, después de una comunicante y tener doble. Entonces, todas estas se encuentran. Yo siempre les pregunto qué es la variante ácidos de la comunicante, de la arteria cerebral anterior. No hay, vean que no hay una comunicante como tal, pero hay un solo segmento A2 que va a dar las 4 arterias. Vean este segmento donde ya se bifurcan en A3, en realmente la pericalloso y calloso marginal, un solo A2. Entonces, ¿qué se hace prioritario? Que se debe conservar sí o sí este segmento A2 al 100%. O el bihemisférico, donde un solo segmento A2 es dominante, el otro segmento A2 realmente es hipoplásico, y vean cómo da las 2 arterias también distales y todas las corticales, que vamos a verlas ahorita, ya al final de todo esto. Voy a poner rápido un video que es de nosotros ahí del servicio, donde nos vamos a dar cuenta. Voy a ir parando el video muy claro. Aquí estamos en un abordaje terional izquierdo muy claro. Estoy poniendo el clip temporal porque fue dominante en la arteria, aunque ahorita van a ver algo muy bonito. Esto casi no se logra ver en este abordaje, donde vean la recurrente de Humner contralateral, la recurrente de Humner ipsilateral. Vean cómo está nuestro aspirador sobre el segmento A1 ipsilateral. Ya tengo el clipaje temporal de este lado, realmente, al segmento A1 del otro lado, y una comunicante maravillosa que a veces no la vemos como tal. Realmente hay hemorragia subaracnoidea en este paciente. Vean el domo que está abriendo los 2 segmentos A2. Toda esta anatomía la debemos tener muy clara en los clipajes. No podemos nosotros darnos el lujo de decir, no vi el segmento A2 contralateral o el segmento A1 contralateral o ipsilateral, no me importó no verlo. No, porque lo podemos lesionar si no lo vemos. Vean que estoy sobre el nervio óptico ipsilateral, ahí se ve la basa nervorum del nervio óptico. Ya tengo mi control proximal, le quito tensión aunque, bueno, estrictamente podría yo haber puesto otro control proximal contralateral para hacer un trapping completo. Vean, estoy fenestrando a Humner y estoy fenestrando el segmento A2 completamente. Hago un clipaje de refuerzo y hago en esta fenestra, esta es una técnica de nuestro Lotton, donde es fenestración distal de un segmento. Se puede fenestrar desde una carótida, hemos fenestrado, y estas son técnicas especiales para aneurismas complejos. Vuelvo a la foto finalmente estática para ver los segmentos nuevamente. Si lo ven ahí en la foto, la recurrente de Humner, ven algunos lentículo estriadas y posteriormente todos los segmentos. Vemos esa H donde vemos los 2 segmentos A1, el segmento comunicante anterior y los 2 segmentos A2. Entonces eso es algo que debe ser imprescindible. Nuestra anatomía, vean otra vez en tiempo nuestro primer clip donde se está metiendo la fenestra del segmento A2 y la recurrente de Humner sin lesionarla. Esto, pues estamos aquí en un quirófano híbrido, con la tranquilidad que yo puedo modificar en tiempo real mi clipaje, hago el control inmediato, quito el clip temporal y hago mi control, donde yo mismo estoy viendo qué tan eficaz fue mi clipaje y si tengo compromiso de alguna arteria normal que no debo incluir en el clip. Esto, haciendo alusión a este curso, debemos aplicar esta anatomía de tantos esquemas a esto. Vean cómo cambia nuestra anatomía. No es algo que diga, no, es que lo tengo en un corte coronal. No, yo a veces intencionadamente los residentes que han entrado conmigo pongo al revés la angiografía porque es como vamos a ver a nuestro paciente. Los pies están al revés de nosotros y el abordaje, en este caso terional con una vista superior, interhemisférica, nuestro separador está en el lóbulo frontal, obviamente, y nos deja ver toda esta anatomía marina. Ahí estoy intencionadamente postclipaje, asegurando que yo no incluir en las ramas, pues en nuestras hojas del clip, el segmento A2 contralateral. Esa es mi obligación, saber que no lo incluí, ni la recurrente Humner contralateral. Este es otro caso, pero es contralateral, también es un aneurisma comunicante anterior, ya estoy ahí, esa relación tan importante, pero esto es del lado derecho, vean cómo voy al segmento A1, siempre que hagan un control proximal, sean lo más selectivo posible, porque lo dejamos 4 minutos y medio, ahí está la anatomía muy clara, vean cómo está el aneurisma, vean otra vez A1, donde vamos a colocar otra vez el clip por fines académicos. Repetí no hay que estarlo quitando y poniendo, se puede hacer, pero bueno, entre esa lesión y el endotelio, pues no es lo mejor. Siempre les pregunto cuánto tiene de cierre este clip amarillo temporal, y son 90 gramos que tiene. El definitivo tiene 200 gramos de cierre final y no hay que estarlo abriendo y cerrando. Vean el aneurisma, claramente, la comunicante anterior, el segmento A2 contra ipsilateral, A1 ipsilateral, la comunicante real. Vean A2 contralateral, A1 lo tengo aquí, yo ya lo vi, y vean arterias realmente perforantes, y la recurrente de Humner ahorita la vamos a ver. Viene el clipaje, nosotros tenemos la obligación de hacer vean, lleno de colesterol, casi siempre nuestros domos llenos de colesterol, sabemos que es una fisiopatología especial ahí donde hay infiltración ateromatosa y al share estrés hacen debilitamiento de la íntima y la adventicia. Aquí está muy claro cómo estamos, el quiasma óptico, estamos trabajando prácticamente ahí muy cerca la lámina terminal en la sustancia perforada anterior, como dice la anatomía vean aquí en tiempo real el video, como ya posclipaje tenemos la obligación, aquí estoy revisando contralateralmente y buscando A2 del otro lado, que no la haya yo clipado y que eso en tiempo real lo tenga. Claro, aquí yo estoy a gusto porque yo ya tengo en este momento mi control transoperatorio. Por eso les digo a mis residentes y a mis pacientes lo importante que es una sala híbrida para tener el control inmediato. Incluso puedo hacer un Dynacity para saber si tengo alguna fuga de sangre, incluso en el espacio aracnoideo extra que no haya estado previamente, ¿no? Entonces vean cómo el domo prácticamente de este paciente está sobre el giro recto, ahí embebido, está lo que le digo a mis residentes, nunca vean el domo, hay que ver el cuello y tratar el cuello una vez asegurado, entonces ya podemos nosotros trabajarlo de forma tranquila. Entonces esto nos deja muy claro para ese segmento, quizá los segmentos A2, que es lo que más vamos a ver en cirugía vascular. La arteria calloso marginal, saber que da ramas frontales, a las arterias frontales rápidos, es una mnemotecnia anterior, media y posterior, las ramas frontales internas de la cara interhemisférica de nuestro cerebro frontal. Entonces eso no hay pierde, la calloso marginal, y la pericallosa que da las ramas parietales internas, superior e inferior, y la precuneal. Esa no hay duda, esto ya es los segmentos A5 ya distales, y vean qué bonitas fotos de inyecciones, de cortes de cerebro, donde vemos prácticamente la irrigación. Vean que aquí está sobrepuesto también la arteria cerebral media, las lentículo estriadas, vean qué bonitos se ven, que existen, incluso en angiógrafos de alta definición los podemos demostrar por angiografía, ver todas las comunicaciones que existen, pero para fines prácticos vean hacia anterior cómo está la irrigación de la comunicante anterior y la cerebral anterior, los primeros segmentos, vean en este cerebro fijado cómo está demostrado pues realmente ahí los segmentos corticales. Ahorita lo vamos a ver con más detalle, que esto es muy importante para los residentes, de lo que yo les decía ahí está la frontopolar, la recurrente de Humner, vean cómo está su territorio ahí, la órbita frontal, que es la primera rama, luego la frontopolar, luego viene ya el segmento A3, que ya prácticamente es supracalloso, y poscalloso, pues A4, y A5, que ya vean la arteria frontal interna anterior, media y posterior, y luego las áreas realmente para las ramas distales, que ya las comentamos ahorita, que es la superior e inferior parietales, y la precuneal. Entonces esa ya no hay duda de que nosotros tengamos que en este corte anatómico de patología que se dejaron las arterias, vean, aquí está muy claro realmente ya las parietales inferior y superior. Si nos vamos la órbita frontal, la frontopolar, la frontal interna media, posterior y anterior. Entonces eso ya no hay duda de que nosotros tengamos muy clara la anatomía en cualquier abordaje interhemisférico, de no dañarlas. Vean en la imagen real cómo las distancias son muy cortas, ¿no? Esto ya a nivel cortical, dorsal de nuestra visión de nuestro cerebro. Vean la frontopolar nuevamente, la órbita frontal, que muchas veces ya a nivel son ramas también que se van a anastomosar de la cerebral media con la cerebral anterior, y que, bueno, estas ramas obviamente son de los 12 territorios de la cerebral anterior. Y vean otra vez nuevamente cerebros preparados de patología, cómo vamos a ver la cerebral anterior interhemisférica en un cerebro humano, y cómo está la arteria órbitofrontal, la frontopolar. Vean las tres arterias de la calloso marginal, la anterior interna frontal anterior, la media y la posterior, y las otras paracentrales o las parietales inferior y superior, y la precuneal. Entonces esto es algo que no se nos debe olvidar, que cuando estemos en ese territorio microquirúrgico interhemisférico, tengamos la obligación de identificar estas arterias para evitar territorios isquémicos posteriores. Y bueno, todos estos son esquemas que vean los territorios marcados en cuadros rojos de nuestra arteria cerebral anterior, que es muy importante que lo tengamos en cuenta para traspolar esto a resonancia o tomografía en caso de territorios vasculares que puedan estar comprometidos por isquemia, por tumores que incluyen estas áreas, y que esto de alguna manera ustedes lo deben de identificar perfectamente y anatómicamente desde el punto de vista. ¿Qué tenemos en la angiografía? Este es un esquema, pues realmente hay mejores angiografías. Tengo una charla de pura angiografía donde podemos ver, pero para fines prácticos podemos ver en una proyección lateral, identificar todas las arterias que realmente ahí están, y hay que hacerlo pues de una forma muy académica y decir, bueno, pues está la arteria órbitofrontal, que ya lo vimos, son las primeras ramas corticales, la frontopolar, la arteria frontal interna anterior, la media y la posterior, después de la calloso marginal, vean, y la pericallosa están muy claros. Y si nos pusiéramos a ver cada angiografía, podemos identificar claramente todos los vasos cerebrales en angiografías normales y anormales, y decir qué territorio de la angiografía puede estar comprometida por una lesión vascular o tumoral. Y este ejercicio lo hacía, en paz descanse, el maestro Evandro Oliveira con nosotros cuando exponía a los residentes, decir en base a la angiografía dónde está el hipocampo, dónde está el lóbulo frontal, dónde está el polo temporal. Todo eso es muy importante tenerlo muy claro para traspolarlo en nuestro paciente en tiempo real ya quirúrgico. Sabemos que hoy por hoy hay sistemas de neuronavegación, pero la anatomía no la podemos obviar, debemos de tener muy claro nuestra anatomía todo el tiempo. Vean los territorios aquí en estos esquemas de la cerebral anterior. Si nos vamos en el esquema de izquierda, la órbita frontal, la frontopolar, vean todo nuestro territorio en la cara interhemisférica, la frontal anterior interna, todas son las internas, media y posterior, luego la precuneal central para centrar, y la parietal superior e inferior. Eso ya no se nos va a olvidar, que hace su anastomosis con ramas del esplenio que vienen de la arteria cerebral posterior. Entonces eso ya no se nos va a olvidar, esos territorios deben estar calcados. Si vemos una superficie realmente dorsal de nuestro encéfalo, vean cómo los territorios son muy claros. Entonces, esto lo podemos traspolar perfectamente a una resonancia magnética, donde los territorios pueden estar muy claros, calcados en una resonancia de alta definición de 1.5 o 3 Tesla, y que podamos perfectamente identificar qué arterias corticales y qué ramas distales de la cerebral anterior van a estar involucradas, lo que hace alusión a esta clase ahorita, pero vendrá la cerebral media, donde tengamos que tener identificado todos los territorios vasculares. Entonces, esto ya no se nos puede olvidar. Están muy claras las ramas de la cerebral anterior, que esto en todo momento, en cualquier estudio que hagamos, que veamos, tenemos que tener esa visión microquirúrgica y saber dónde estamos, qué vamos a encontrar en la cirugía, qué anatomía, tanto de surcos y circunvoluciones vamos a encontrar, y vascular, qué es lo que vamos a hacer. Si tenemos eso muy claro, no vamos a obviar un sistema de navegación, pero sí vamos a guiar a nosotros, no que nos vaya llevando como un GPS porque estamos perdidos el sistema de navegación, no. Nosotros tenemos que saber, ya será un armamentario que tengamos extra para saber que no vamos a lesionar superficies corticales altamente especializadas, o lo que se llamaba elocuentes, ¿no? Entonces eso es algo que debemos nosotros en cada procedimiento. Yo cada que voy a clipar un aneurisma o voy a entrar a terapia endovascular, vuelvo a repasar la anatomía vascular, la vuelvo a saber qué variables tengo, analizo la angiografía de mi paciente ya en disco, hago las reconstrucciones en tercera dimensión, lo que necesite, para ir ya con un plan incluso tanto endovascular como microquirúrgico ya muy establecido. Entonces este ejercicio yo siempre se los digo a mis residentes de mayor jerarquía que están entrando ya más frecuente a cirugía vascular, que siempre se hace, y siempre me detengo cuando están intubando al paciente, lo están induciendo, a preguntar todo esto. Si lo tienen dominado, quizá ganen ese día un clipaje o quizá no lo ganen si no lo dominan. ¿Por qué? Porque sí pueden ocasionar un problema más grave del que ya tiene un paciente con hemorragia subaracnoidea y el vasoespasmo, agregado a la manipulación por desconocimiento de los territorios vasculares, por desconocimiento de la anatomía cerebral. Vean qué bonito se ve aquí, un cerebro inyectado ya muy claro. Esto lo pueden tener, vean otra vez la órbita frontal, la frontopolar, las arterias frontales internas, anterior, media y posterior, la calloso marginal, la pericallosa, los ramos distales. Esto es algo muy importante, que estos son cerebros inyectados, donde realmente están perfundidos, y que vean, son reales, no son esquemas dibujados, sino que así es como se perfunde el cerebro, y lo que está calcado en la angiografía y que en la resonancia también debemos de tener muy claro. Entonces, vean que claro se pueden, sabiendo anatomía, podemos ver ya en los estudios ese detalle fino anatómico que estamos buscando para que en nuestro abordaje quirúrgico sea totalmente limpio, pulcro. Vean todo esto hay que saberlo, las áreas altamente especializadas, lo cual debemos tenerlo muy en cuenta. Vean esto a propósito de la cerebral anterior, todo lo que tenemos aquí nosotros, desde el cuerpo calloso, la cabeza del núcleo caudado, el giro del cíngulo, el giro frontal superior, todo esto que vamos a saber por qué circunvolución y por qué surco está corriendo cada una de las arterias, en este caso para hoy, de la cerebral anterior, y que debemos saberlo. Vean el precuneus, que ahí es una arteria que, como ya lo comentamos, de la pericallosa ya distal, ¿no? Entonces, que es la última arteria prácticamente, y que también le va a dar por la parte interna interhemisférica una arteria central, que realmente son las parietales, realmente ya superior e inferior, también ramas distales ya de A5. Entonces esto no se nos va a olvidar. Vean nuevamente cortes sagitales del cerebro perfundidos, donde finalmente vean cómo realmente ya, vean, está muy claro ahí a la izquierda superior, las arterias internas frontales, la anterior, media y posterior, que están muy claras, la frontopolar, las lentículas estriadas mediales, hacia su territorio, hacia dónde van a ir, la órbita frontal, y ya las arterias distales de A4 y A5, como están también ya perfundidas, ya sobre los cortes preparados del cerebro perfundidos. En un corte coronal, y que vean cómo también el territorio de la cerebral anterior, esto lo vamos a tener muy claro, principalmente en aneurismas DACA, donde hacemos un abordaje interhemisférico unilateral o bilateral. Muchas veces a mí no me gusta quitar la hoz del cerebro, que me vaya orientando y no perder esa referencia de la hoz del cerebro, y que así podemos ir avanzando, tratando pues de encontrar tempranamente el segmento pues de control proximal, ¿no? Ya sea un aneurisma pericalloso, que muchas veces no es fácil la anatomía porque la tenemos muy clara en mente, tenemos que llevar, y para encontrar tempranamente los segmentos A2, posteriormente seguirlos y hacer, como dice el maestro Lotton en el abordaje de estos aneurismas, seguir distalmente sin perder en ningún momento los segmentos, saber cuando ya estoy en A3 y A4, y que todo esto en el tratamiento pues, finalmente para control proximal y el clipaje de aneurismas, que son muy complejos en estos territorios, y que a veces están interdigitadas las circunvoluciones frontales, y esto nos puede perder muy rápidamente. Ustedes lo ven desde el punto de vista microquirúrgico, el plano realmente subaracnoideo que debemos de mantener todo el tiempo para no lesionar ningún pues área altamente crítica. Creo que bueno, vean nuevamente el cerebro inyectado, donde están los territorios, ya son territorios vasculares de la cerebral anterior, en la arteria orbitofrontal. Vean qué territorios tenemos muy claros, donde ya lo comentamos, qué estructuras, el giro recto, ya toda esta situación donde ya corticalmente debemos de identificar precisamente de qué arteria se trata. Sabemos que cerebral anterior, pero qué rama es exactamente la que está interesada en caso de algo isquémico, donde es muy claro, ¿no? Es muy anatómico, eso ya no hay vuelta de hoja, que digamos es que, bueno, pues esta situación es de territorio de la cerebral anterior o cerebral media, o territorio posterior, ¿no? Entonces es muy importante tener todo esto. Y bueno, hasta aquí llego en la cerebral anterior, es muy interesante, y vamos a seguramente tener también charlas muy interesantes de cerebral media, de cerebral posterior, donde hagamos un esquema completo de la irrigación cerebral. Y me despido con esta conclusión, que el conocimiento detallado de anatomía cerebral y vascular se hace imprescindible siempre antes de cada procedimiento neuroquirúrgico, para cualquier procedimiento que tengamos. Aún así, yo les digo a mis residentes a veces, no, es que voy a poner una válvula con un trépano coger, bueno, pues a ver qué está ahí abajo de ese trépano, hay que identificar el área motora, a cuántos centímetros por reparos anatómicos y puntos craniométricos nosotros podemos fácilmente saber dónde está el área motora con mucha precisión, con esa traspolar del cráneo y los puntos craniométricos que tenemos muy claros hacia las áreas altamente críticas y corticales. Bueno, yo espero si hay alguna pregunta más adelante. No sé si el maestro Yuja ya está preparado con su charla. Son las 4 de la mañana ya en Finlandia. Gracias.
Muy bien, muchísimas gracias al doctor Aldo. Efectivamente, con este doctor Aldo son las 4 de la mañana. El maestro Yuja está integrando, está conectando. Vamos a pasar a la serie de preguntas y respuestas, doctor. Ochoa, ¿tenemos alguna pregunta en línea?
Buenas noches. No, ninguna pregunta por el momento. Más que nada agradecimiento, doctor, por tener esta oportunidad del curso. Finalmente no pudiésemos hacer este curso sin usted. Muchísimas gracias. Ha sido un pathway de aprendizaje y experiencia adquirida muy buena. El primer curso internacional que esperemos que sigan haciendo más. Muchísimas gracias, doctor.
Gracias.
Perfecto, abrimos el panel. Está Está el doctor Takashi Kon de Tokio, Japón.
Yeah, thank you for the lecture. This is Takashi Kon from Tokyo, Japan.
Microanatomía de SE aprende mucho. Una variante puede dificultar la identificación de la arteria hipotalámica de Hübner. There is many variations of Hübner artery. So do you think so, sometimes very difficult to identify them? So do you have any variants of Hübner artery and hypothalamic artery? Are there any variant?
Yeah, yes, the variant is the origin, the artery, the Hübner artery, maybe the A1 or A2, any origin only. But the final irrigation is the same, the cortical areas. It's the cortical, the variant only is the A1 or A2.
A1, A2, yes.
No.
Thank you, gracias.
Bien, pasamos al auditorio. ¿Tenemos alguna pregunta? Bueno, pasamos en el panel. También tenemos al doctor Francisco. John, can you make him panel as part of the panel, please? El doctor Francisco Velasco Campos, por favor.
Está en el panel.
Ok, adelante, maestro, por favor. Ok, en lo que se conecta el maestro Francisco Velasco Campos, por favor, ¿te parece que tenemos una pregunta en línea, Diana?
Sí, tenemos una pregunta de la doctora Jocelyn. Doctor, agradece la excelente ponencia y pregunta, ¿cuáles son las principales afecciones de A1?
Interesante pregunta. Quisiera yo comentar que más o menos un 35% de aneurismas están alojados en la comunicante anterior, otro 35% en la comunicante posterior, y casi siempre están interesados en este segmento A1 cuando tenemos un trombo en T, en stroke, en infarto agudo cerebral, ya sea de arteria a arteria por una enfermedad carotidia o cardioembólico. Casi siempre es la afección de esta arteria o aneurismas, o están involucrados en isquemia, en pacientes añosos, con obviamente excesos de colesterol, principalmente colesterol LDL, que esto nos hace, que es el acumulable en las arterias y hacen estenosis o intracraneanas o estenosis carotidias a nivel del bulbo, lo cual hacen placas vulnerables, y casi siempre se ve interesada que sí le gana por mucho porcentaje la cerebral media, pero no deja de ser tan importante que el segmento A1 se vea interesado por un trombo que es tromboembólico de arteria a arteria por enfermedad carotidia. Y lo que hemos visto también es su participación en cualquier malformación arteriovenosa cortical, tanto de aferencia, tanto si son malformaciones frontales, si son malformaciones parietales posteriores que se acercan a la línea media o que se acercan al sistema ventricular. Casi siempre hay aferencias de malformaciones de esta arteria. Entonces, resumiendo, es enfermedad aneurismática, enfermedad isquémica por trombosis aguda, pues en este caso de arteria a arteria, o tromboembolismo, o cardioembólico, y en su participación de aferencia, malformaciones arteriovenosas cerebrales. Casi siempre esta es la patología que interesa, y claro, pues aferencia o irrigación de tumores, ya sean intraxiales o extraxiales, en este caso de meningiomas como extraxiales, puede también estar involucrada la cerebral anterior. Entonces, tenemos toda esta variedad de patología que puede estar interesada la cerebral anterior y que de alguna manera debemos estar preparados para saber qué vamos a hacer en estas lesiones del sistema nervioso central y cómo identificar tempranamente todos los segmentos y saber de no hacer una lesión agregada a estos pacientes.
Muy bien, ahora sí tenemos en línea al doctor Francisco Velasco Campos. Adelante, maestro. Bien, pasamos a, ¿hay alguna pregunta en el auditorio? Doctora Estrada.
Sí, hay una en el chat, Noé.
Adelante, doctora Diana, pregunta en el chat.
Sí, justo.
Sí,
Muchas gracias, doctor. Doctor, de nuevo agradecen y lo felicitan por una excelente ponencia. Y pregunta el doctor William Gutiérrez, ¿qué abordaje es más cómodo para los aneurismas de la comunicante anterior? ¿Un abordaje peroneal o un abordaje frontal?
sí, correcto. Esto siempre ha sido muy importante saber que en un aneurisma realmente del complejo comunicante anterior, siempre preferimos un abordaje terional porque es muy basal. Siempre les digo a mis residentes, hay que quitar toda la escama temporal completa hasta el piso, como lo diría el maestro Jacuba, en su abordaje órbito cigomático, dejar bien preparado, porque esto lo podemos convertir a órbito cigomático. En un abordaje frontal nos podemos perder y tempranamente caer al aneurisma erróneamente. Podemos romper el aneurisma sin un control proximal. Entonces, si nosotros tenemos el abordaje terional, incluso podemos cruzar del otro lado. Ustedes lo vieron en los abordajes de aneurismas reales que tenemos, cómo podemos tener el control proximal ipsilateral y contralateral en un abordaje terional amplio, donde podemos tener una ruta de vía frontal, terional como su nombre, el terion quirúrgico y el terion anatómico, a 45 grados, o tener un abordaje posterior, quizá ya para un abordaje combinado pretemporal, lo cual esto lo podemos conseguir, y un control proximal. Yo siempre creo que el abordaje excelente, y lo dice el maestro Yasser Gil, para un complejo comunicante anterior debe ser terional basal con un control proximal tanto contralateral como ipsilateral, definitivamente. Y ya si es un distal, un pericalloso, un DACA distal, ahí sí nos va a quedar muy lejos. Tendríamos que retraer todo el frontal para poderlo clipar, lo cual prácticamente está contraindicado, y hacemos un abordaje interhemisférico con una craneotomía frontal, centrada obviamente en nuestro segmento interesado, en este caso de A3 o A2, A3, para tener un control proximal de los segmentos A2. En estos aneurismas distales de la cerebral anterior sí está indicado, pero para un aneurisma como tal, por la pregunta del complejo comunicante anterior, definitivamente un terional.
Excelente, muy bien. En el auditorio Aquilino Villanueva, ¿alguna pregunta en el Hospital General de México? Doctora Estrada.
No, no hay preguntas, doctor.
Perfecto. Aquí, ¿alguna pregunta aquí en la UNAM? Perfecto, muy bien. El doctor,
¿El maestro Velasco sí estuvo? No, no.
sí, prendió su cámara, pero después de eso se desconectó. Prendió su cámara un momento. Se conectó. Muy bien.
Yeah, we're still trying. I just talked to Yuha. We're still trying. We're still trying. He got locked out of his account. Apparently, so we're trying to work something. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Ok, sí, estamos esperando que el doctor Yuha logre su conexión. Entonces son 4 de la mañana en Helsinki. Agradecemos al doctor Aldo Hernández, quien nuevamente nos ha apoyado con la segunda charla en el curso internacional con anatomía funcional, en esta ocasión con el tema de arteria cerebral anterior. Muchísimas gracias al doctor Aldo. Como siempre, un gusto tener y contar con su apoyo. En unos minutos, el doctor Juha Hernesniemi está intentando ingresar a nuestra plataforma de Zoom y iniciamos la segunda charla. Bueno, muchas gracias. Seguimos. Estamos conectando con el doctor Yuja, que se encuentra en Helsinki en este momento. Estamos intentando conectar su cuenta de correo, nuestro Zoom, para poder iniciar con su plática. En unos momentos nos conectamos. Para recordarles también, son las últimas sesiones. Terminamos cirugía vascular. Continuamos con anatomía de columna, anatomía quirúrgica de columna. Cerramos el ciclo, ya son las últimas clases prácticamente marzo, abril, y terminamos el curso para que sigan registrándose en el auditorio, sigan pasando asistencia, sigan pasando de manera presencial, de manera en línea. Recuerden que el curso tiene valor curricular, horas curriculares con aval por la Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México, la Sociedad Mexicana de Cirugía Neurológica y el Servicio de Neurología del Hospital General de México. Entonces, para que sean acreedores a su a su constancia al final del curso. Y ya enviaremos para finales en las últimas sesiones, estaremos los avisos sobre la entrega de los certificados y lo demás en nuestra sesión de clausura. ¿Ok? Entonces, igual motivarlos, próximas sesiones, tenemos invitaciones para el doctor Salim Abdurrov, presidente de la Walter Edland Neurosurgical Society, el doctor Michael Lawton, conocido por muchos de nosotros, entre varios ponentes nacionales y extranjeros que nos van a acompañar en estas últimas clases. Nuevamente agradecerles por acompañarnos. En unos momentos seguimos con la sesión en cuanto se conecte el doctor Yuja a nuestro Zoom.
Doctor Noé.
Buenas noches, doctor Velasco, lo escuchamos bien. Mientras estamos esperando al siguiente ponente, no sé si gusta hacer alguna aportación.
Bueno, sí, desgraciadamente se desconectó mi computadora en el momento que quería hacer la felicitación al doctor Aldo por la excelente presentación. La segunda, preguntarle, siendo el lóbulo frontal una ganancia filogenética del hombre, ¿cuáles son las consecuencias de la oclusión de la corteza orbitofrontal? ¿Cuál de la corteza de la arteria frontopolar o de las ramas dorsales en cuanto a la conducta o a los signos neurológicos? Bueno, creo que ya el doctor Aldo se fue, entonces esa es una pregunta que nos interesa a los neurocirujanos funcionales en particular, porque hemos estado trabajando mucho sobre la
Still
corteza.
trying.
¿Me oyen?
Sí, lo escuchamos bien, doctor. Estamos tratando de comunicarnos con el doctor Aldo porque efectivamente sí, quería comunicarse con usted.
Sí.
Unos momentos más para que nos conteste el doctor Aldo.
Gracias.
A usted, doctor. Muchas gracias.
Did you get in, you, huh?
Yeah, of course. Why are you keeping up, John? You are getting desperate.
Excelente. Muy bien.
Okay, sorry for the technical difficulties.
Don't worry, it's okay. Hello.
Hello. Are we
Okay.
doing now well?
Yes, we are ready.
You what? You could not get in?
Hmm?
Did you get in?
I can see you.
Oh, you could see me. Okay.
Of course.
Oh, okay. Great.
Hey, Professor, can you turn on your
You
camera,
see,
please?
well, I don't see him in the panel. Do you see him? Joey?
He's not in
I
the
can
panel,
see
John.
you.
Huh?
Ah,
I
make
can
him part of
see
the
you.
panel.
Hold on. He says he sees me.
Yeah, he's at the attendees list. You have to promote him to panelist.
Okay, I don't see him on the panel.
No, he's in the attendees list.
He's on the what?
The attendees.
Attendees. Professor Yuha is in attendees.
John, you have
What?
to promote him as a panelist. I can't do it because I don't have the rights.
Yeah, I don't see him in the waiting room.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot, all right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he appears as Yuha with that J-U-H-A.
Oh, there. Okay. I see you. Okay, now I do. Okay, you. That's you, right? That must be you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay, you can turn off this phone now. Turn off the Facebook. All right, you is persistent. There he is. Hi, Yuha.
Hi, John. Hi,
Thank you.
everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
No,
Okay.
no problem, Professor.
Okay.
Yuha, you want to go over the screen sharing first, or you want to just go for it, or?
I have all my videos are here.
Okay, great.
I'm going
Okay.
to
I have
introduce
only
you.
videos. Yeah.
Okay, let me start. Okay. Hi, this is Dr. John Bennett, broadcasting from Miami Beach, otra vez para Neurosurgical TV. Tenemos el honor de tener Yuha Hernández Nemi, un neurosurgeon famoso de Finlandia. Y déjame dejar Noe para introducir más. Buenas noches, Noe.
Buenas noches. Thank you very much, Dr. John Bennett from Neurosurgical TV. Thank you very much, Dr. Yuhan Hernesniemi, for being with us today. I know it's 4 a.m. in Helsinki, so it's a hard work, but you are now with us.
Okay.
I'm going to make a brief introduction about.
Don't make any introduction. We lost time.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
tell about me.
Okay. Great, Professor. So we can go on, please.
Can you see now my screen?
Not yet. You want
Not
to
yet.
share it, right?
Can you see that?
Not yet. Just take your time. Take your time.
Okay, we have on the panel also Dr. Aldo Francisco Hernandez Valencia, who is the head of the neurosurgical service at the General Hospital of Mexico.
Yeah.
We also
Hi,
have
Professor Yuha. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Hi.
Good morning in Helsinki. Good morning.
Helsinki.
Helsinki. Las 4 de la mañana.
So I'm ready to begin.
Okay.
Just
Click on
take
click
my
on the
videos.
click on the share screen first. Share screen at the bottom. It says share screen. You got to click that first.
Where is that?
You see that share screen at the bottom?
Aquí pantalla, share screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Pero no lo están.
It's,
Okay,
I don't see that.
You don't see share screen?
No,
Okay, let me make sure you're
we have
in here,
different
right?
computers here.
How did you share your screen yesterday? You shared it. Remember you did it
Here
yesterday?
now I see it. When it is big.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Share.
We also
Share
have on the
screen.
panel. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
go
Share
ahead.
screen.
Go ahead, Nuala. Go ahead.
Can you see
Hold on,
now?
Louis. Not yet. You got to click on the share screen button first.
I clicked already.
Click on that, and then you got to pick one of those screens you want to show us. There
Yeah.
you go. Okay, now you started. Okay, now pick what
Are
you
we
want to
ready?
show us. Pick whatever you want to
Okay.
show us.
Yes,
Can
we
I
can see
begin
your
now?
screen. Perfect.
Can I begin now?
Okay, now show us what you want to show us.
I saw here out of the videos.
Yeah, open the presentation.
I don't have any presentation. I have
Oh,
only
okay,
these videos.
okay, well, okay, show us what you want to
Okay.
show us.
Okay, so I saw one historical video, how it was 1957. I was 10 years old. This is a meningioma operation. Can you see it?
Have you opened it yet? You haven't opened the file yet.
Not yet.
No, you got to click on the file.
But it is running here.
Are you clicking on the file you want to open? You have to click on the file.
You don't see the videos.
No, maybe if you stop sharing your screen and you select the video on the menu.
Yeah, the video is running here.
Yeah, where we cannot see it. maybe when you stop sharing your screen, then you select again share your screen, but you select the video routing. We can see it.
Okay. Yeah,
This
that's
is share
another way to
screen.
do it.
I had to select from here the videos. I need to then bigger.
Can you open first in your desktop the video and after the share screen? Maybe Professor Yuha.
I sent all the videos to you, John. They are in your email, like you asked. These are
Okay.
popular videos.
Okay, I'll look for them. I didn't see them before.
I sent
let me
before
look for
going to
them.
sleep. Here is media player. You don't see my videos.
Not yet. Maybe we can try again to share your screen. When you click on share your screen, you appear like select a window or application that you want to share. Select the video running.
But all my videos are here.
John, have you received the videos on your email?
Yeah, you want to say he sent
I
the
have sent
videos.
all of them to you. My videos are here, popular videos. They're all here. You can see them. Can you see the screen here?
Not
No.
yet.
Click on share
Well, it's
the screen.
another way you can do it, Yuha, is to play your video right now. Play it now on your computer. Open it up and play it.
I'm
Open
playing.
it up and play it, okay, right now. In your computer, open your video and play
Yeah,
it.
it is here.
Okay, are you playing the video now?
Yeah.
Okay, now go to the screen share. Go to the screen share now that the video is playing. Go to the screen share. You got to there. Click on the
I
screen
cannot
share.
see it now.
No, I don't see you clicking the screen share. You got to click the screen share. Leave the video alone. Click on the screen share. You
Which
see the
color?
screen share, right? You see the screen share?
No, I lose it. But you have all my videos, John.
No,
Like you
I
said.
don't. I don't. You said you
I
would send
sent
them,
by
but I didn't
email.
get them. I didn't get them. I got your email said that you sent them, but I can't find them.
Which one is now share screen here in the lower?
Okay, what let me go through screen sharing myself, okay?
Yeah, do
Okay,
that.
let me show you what I'm doing now, okay? I'm going to my, suppose I want to screen share a video, okay? Okay, I'm gonna go to the video right now on my computer. Okay, here's what I do, okay? Okay, now I go, the first thing I do, I put my video on, right? on the screen. Now I go to the bottom of Zoom, go to screen share, and there's a screen of the video. So there's 6 screens up there. I pick the one with the video and click on share, and there you go. You see the video?
Where?
So try that. In other words, play the video on your computer right now.
I have Herresniemi last case in Helsinki. I have that video on YouTube. If you want me, I can play it. And you can.
No, but this is very good introduction. This is Helsinki in and out. Telling everything here.
Okay, play the video right now, you play it right now. Forget about the Zoom, just play it.
I'm playing.
Play it.
Zoom.
Forget about Zoom, just play the video. Don't worry about
It
Zoom.
is running. It is running.
Okay, now go to Zoom. Go to share screen. Go to share screen. Click on that. And I can tell if you click, you're not clicking on it. You gotta click on share screen. You gotta click on it right now. Share
But
screen.
it is not here.
The share screen's not there, the button.
It is not here.
Really? The share screen disappeared?
Yeah, it is not here.
Okay, let's try another way. Okay, go to share screen right now.
I
Forget
don't
about
see,
forget about the
don't
video.
see that. This fucking computer. Search. What can I search?
Can you click on the share screen? You gotta click on it. Do you have the share screen there?
When I say no, then I don't see it.
Share your screen now. Click, open it. Open that share screen menu.
I don't have it
Really?
now.
Well, can you leave and come back? Maybe we could try that. That'll reset your settings. Can you do that? Well, although I hate to have you leave, it took you so hard to get in here.
I'm extremely sorry. I have so good lecture, but I cannot find the share screen here. Search. Share screen.
Well, you saw it before, right?
Yeah, but it is like disappearing.
Oh, wow. I guess the only thing to do is reboot and just turn your computer off and come back in.
Share screen now.
Oh, you got it. Okay, now click on that button. Click on it. Okay, once you click on it, you see there's 6 screens. It says, which one do you want to pick? You see that, right? When it says share screen, tell me what it shows when you click that button.
This is telling me. But I cannot understand because I saw you, I was in Zoom, and then you cannot see my.
No, you're not clicking on the share screen. I can tell. You're not clicking on it. Can you click on it with your mouse? The share screen, click on it.
Don't speak so fast.
Huh? Okay, so you have the share screen option there, right?
Where?
And what happens when you click it? What happens? You've got to click on the.
I don't see that. I'm not so stupid. But it is not in
So
the,
if you click on that, nothing happens?
because there is no icon for share screen now.
Okay, let me see, let me try to take a picture of my screen. And I'll show you. Okay, let me. Okay, now I drew a picture. I'm going to show you where it should be. Okay. Now I'm going to share it. I'm going to show you what it looks like.
I know how it looks, but I don't see it now.
Oh, it disappeared again. You see the share screen, right? Right? You see that in on my screen?
Which color?
Does anybody see that beside me? Diana, do you see that? The screen, it says share screen.
Yeah, we can see the share screen.
Where?
So
Where is
you don't have that, or you have it?
No, I don't have it here.
Okay, you have to reboot. Turn off your computer completely and come back in and use the same link to come.
Cool.
Can you think you can do that?
This is Zoom. Join meeting now again.
If your Zoom doesn't have the share screen, it doesn't, we need to get off that Zoom. We need to stop it. So turn off your computer completely, Yuha, and come back. Can you do that?
Okay, I close.
Completely,
Just
turn
close.
the computer
I just
off
close.
completely. Okay.
Okay, John, so I sent you the guides, but I don't think it's going to be possible if he doesn't in his configuration put that he allows the video to be shared.
I'll pretend I know what you said.
I sent you the guides, but it's okay. If he reboots it, then it should come back to normal.
I don't know. He's gonna come back and try to get on and show his video. I tried to get him to mail me yesterday. I tried to get him to mail me his PowerPoint and videos. He said he'd send the videos. He didn't send the videos.
Okay.
And how we get in is a miracle. His computer does not get email, so he only gets email to his smartphone. And now he was locked out of Zoom. They said he tried 4 or 5 times and will not be able to get in. So we'll try it again. He's really persistent. You know, it's great. He keeps trying.
Okay. So in the meanwhile, we might have a little bit of talk with Dr. Francisco Velasco. Doctor Francisco, ¿está ahí? ¿Ya está el doctor Aldo?
Sí, hola, aquí estoy, ¿eh?
Sí, ya estoy aquí. Quería yo preguntarle al doctor Aldo, primero felicitarlo por su excelente. Realmente estuvo extraordinario.
Let's give you one last shot.
Ya que habló de la
Una vez más.
arterias, quería yo preguntarle cuáles serían las consecuencias de clipar o de afectar la arteria fronto-orbitaria, la frontopolar y las dorsales del lóbulo frontal. ¿Cuál es la diferencia? Porque ahí parece que funcionalmente hay una competencia entre la parte basal y la parte dorsal. La parte basal es mucho más primitiva en sus reacciones y la parte dorsal es mucho más reflexiva. Entonces, si puede usted comentar en cuáles serían las consecuencias de este clipaje.
Sí, maestro, cómo no. Fíjese que saber que la órbita frontal va hacia el giro recto, giros orbitarios y bulbo olfatorio, lo cual podría darnos el déficit, obviamente, principalmente de los bulbos olfatorios en caso de clipar selectivamente la órbita frontal. Y la frontopolar, bueno, pues ya sería la región de frontales como tal interhemisférico, lo cual podría darnos un síndrome de liberación frontal, maestro, de desfrontalización, que bueno, pues de alguna manera esto nos hace clínicamente perder en el paciente el juicio. Hemos visto lesiones de la rodilla del cuerpo calloso donde incluso el paciente tiene muy baja autoestima hacia él y que realmente también hay un síndrome de liberación frontal donde al final se pierde el criterio. Pues hay diferentes actitudes como salir desnudo a la calle, a veces escupir, o uno está explorando al paciente y hay esa síndrome de liberación frontal principalmente. Y bueno, pues si tenemos, ¿de qué otra arteria más o menos habría, me había preguntado, maestro, de la calloso marginal? ¿O?
No, de las frontales
Partes
que
basales.
hacia
Okay.
la parte dorsal del lóbulo frontal. A lo mejor que
Okay.
se refiere de cuando la persona pierde un poco la capacidad de ubicarse y hacer cosas absurdas, ¿no?
Sí, sí, maestro, sí.
Sí.
I'm here.
Mire,
Now I have share screen here.
Ok,
Okay.
creo que ya.
Okay.
Ya.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you mind if we try with Yuva? Do you mind?
Hmm?
Great.
Okay, Yuva, let's try it again. You got the screen share, right?
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Professor
Click on the
Yuha.
screen. Click on the screen share. And try
Ahorita
to,
retomamos, doctor Velasco. Muchas gracias.
And I want to have this.
okay,
on the
click on the
screen.
share screen. Click on the share screen now. And there should be another screen that opens that gives you a choice. Okay, okay, good, you're starting. Now pick on your PowerPoint. If you don't have a PowerPoint.
I don't
pick-
have a
pick
PowerPoint. I have
Okay.
only videos here.
Okay, pick on whatever you want to show us. Click on it.
Okay.
Click on
Okay.
it.
I begin here now because we
Okay,
also.
okay. You can play it? Play it? Okay, good. Okay.
Great, excellent.
Hooray!
Great, great.
Can you hear?
No,
You don't hear the music?
no, you don't hear anything.
You don't hear the
Okay.
voice?
Okay, you've got to click on when you
We
share
can
the
see it.
screen. Okay, we have to start again. When you share the screen, you have to click on enable sound. Which,
We can see it. We can see it, Professor.
can you hear it?
We can hear, but we can see it. Maybe you can make us the description.
It's okay?
Can you hear the music?
No, we can't hear the music. We can only see the video. For us to be able to hear the music, we would have to stop sharing and re-share screen and enable the audio.
Do it. Shall I
You want to
stop?
try that? You want to try that, Yua?
Let's do that we can go forward. I have beautiful videos here.
Okay, just commentate on the videos.
But I need the sound, audio.
No, it's too complicated, Johan. It'll be too difficult to do it.
It is not complicated. You just
Okay, if you
get
want to try it,
desperate.
okay, stop sharing then. If you want to try it, we'll try it.
Shall I close this video
Yeah, you have
now?
to stop sharing and start again.
Okay, so if you want, Dr. Yuha, let's click on the Zoom again, please. Yeah, and the screen sharing meeting controls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Click-
just click
click.
so it can open. Okay, so I'm not able to see it, but on your computer, in the top of the screen, it has to say audio enable. Do you see it?
You are screen sharing.
You're the
Then-
one that's screen sharing. And where you clicked, there has to be an option where it says audio.
New share.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Share it again. You can stop sharing, like Dr. John said, and then we're gonna share it all over again.
Let's just do it. I can also explain myself if you hear my voice.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear the video.
But you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
We could do the video and you can comment. That's a
Okay.
really good
Okay.
option.
Then-
that's the best.
It's better.
Okay,
You can
let's
comment
go
the
now.
video.
I'm getting fucking tired now.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is our hospital, Taylor Hospital. I was working there as a chairman 18 years. 97, I was trained also there. I was in Eastern Finland, Kuopio, 17 years. And I became chairman here 97. This is old hospital, a small hospital, lousy old hospital. It was renovated, but more than 3,000 visitors were coming to Helsinki to see our team, because we were a splendid team. We could operate many cases a day. We had excellent team, nurses and anesthetists, and in this way, it was wonderful team. This was my operation room. One, I was not allowed only to operate in one. Professor Yasaki was in three summers with us to operate on. This is usually how it looked in my operation room. A lot of visitors coming around the world. And I was speaking broken English because the people coming from Russia, China, Japan, and so on, they were not speaking many words of English. So when the people were coming from Great Britain, USA, I said, please cool down. Don't speak so fast. This is our team. This is our splendid scrub nurses. We were doing only neurosurgery, and that's why the people were splendid. We were using Sukita frame in Kuopio, Eastern Finland. I was using Mayfield. So I had to, Sukita had visited Helsinki, and so they adapted Sukita frame, and it is excellent because it has excellent retraction. So this shows all the trivial things in the operation room. What we have there, I can go it faster now, but setting up now, they are waiting for the patient. It is anesthetic nurse. So this is it. This is renovated. What I can tell about this house, it tells all the details of anesthesia here. I'm sorry that you don't hear the sound. This is our scrub nurse. Excellent scrub nurses, because they were doing only neurosurgery. How to prepare. Can you see the text here? Can you hear me?
Yes,
You see the text here.
yes,
Okay, so this is how to prepare for the operation. I'm telling trivial things, and don't stop now looking. I see there are not so many people because we had the technical difficulties, but we should never give up. Neurosurgery, you never give up. You have to be like a cat thrown on the wall. You are not falling down. So we continue. This is what I used, this microscope, balance microscope, always balancing. This is where my fellow's doing. He's from Egypt. And then preparing the fellows. I had more than 100 fellows. Now the patient is coming inside the operation room. ICU, nurses bring the patient in. You get bored because I showed trivial things, but there are different. I can go a little faster. Introduction of anesthesia. Anesthetists were excellent. I didn't have time to go to eat or even to pee because they were so fast. Okay, the patient is now on the table. They are checking everything, and then I will come. I discuss the pictures, and then I will do myself everything. Positioning, you see? I position the patient myself. And then we put the screen, skull clamp. This is one of our excellent scrub nurses, and these are fellows coming all over the world. Maybe also from Latin America, we had many, so extremely many. So my last group was speaking only Spanish. So this is circular screen. It looks stupid because you have to do it with hand, but it has 4 screws and it is extremely stable, and you can position the patient head in very nice way. And as I told you, there is excellent retraction system. So don't get bored. Then I shave myself. And then put soap here. Then I go to wash the soap away and then come back and wash the wound, prepare the wound. Why I'm showing that? Because this is everywhere in the world, this different. These are the fellows coming all over the world. You see 10 to 15 people all the time. I'm used to operate with people, and I know many of you. I had many fellows of Latin America. This is my lateral supraorbital approach. And then I inject marcaine and adrenaline. This is local anesthesia and adrenaline. Why? To stop the bleedings. When Yasargil came here, he didn't do that. So it was bleeding like hell in the beginning. But this injection stops the bleeding. And then I dress the wound. I did everything myself. because I'm Yasaki school. I did everything myself, except that the fellows were then closing. Fellows were closing my. So now I'm ready. Now the scrub nurse, different scrub nurse now in this video. So now I go to wash my hands, but I clean here. Why? Because in 1970s I slipped during a stereotaxy operation and fell down. It was catastrophic because like a reflex, I took the stereotactic frame and the needle was moving inside the brain. Terrible moments, but the patient was doing well. Tremor disappeared, and we were lucky. In neurosurgery, you are never lucky, but in this case, we are. But after that, I have cleaned always the floor myself, not to be able to. You see, then the scrub nurses are preparing here. In many countries, the doctors are doing that, like in China. And then I went to wash, and I always wash myself in the same place because now we are beginning. You see, this is the bed, and then very few instruments. I'm using only 10 instruments. And then I'm washing, always in the same place, because this brings luck. And then coming inside the operation room. So this is how we were working. I'm here, and then here, the scrub nurse. I had one scrub nurse who was left-handed, so our hands were very close to each other, but otherwise we were very fast. And we had many screens. This is my fellow, and the others one are following the operation in the screens. And we were not speaking. We were not speaking because the scrub nurses, the girls, like I call them, with great respect, they knew everything what is coming. So this is running nurse, scrub nurse, then there is anesthetic nurse. Anesthesia is usually going to their own room during anesthesia, except if something happening. And then in the screens, you see the operation. There are 6 screens in the operation room. So I have always one instrument in the place, and this is adenosine to stop the heart for another surgery. But I hope I can get both now. And then at the end of the operation, the fellows are closing under microscope. We always close under microscope. You may think we are stupid, but it makes you good microsurgeon because you close under the microscope. And then after operation, we discuss. I explain everything what we have done. And then that's why we could publish all those beautiful 1001 videos, which are free in internet. You search 1001, 1001, Hernesniemi by Google, then you find around 1,200 videos of mine free. Why? I'm making it free. Look, this technician. I don't know, in South America nowadays they are taking these tattoos. I always say that why you are taking tattoos. I have seen the patients when you are 50 or 60, the skin looks terrible, and young females, they spoil their bodies. Okay, now the patient is brought to, this is our anesthetist, waking up the patient, or depends on the case, it's brought to intensive care. You see, this small hospital, beautiful hospital, but it will be, they have moved now already to new hospital. This was ICU, small ICU, but 20 beds. So we could do 3,000, 5,000 operations a year. So, and then we could, this was teaching. I will go now to videos because you certainly get bored. I close this one, okay? Just communicate with me. Here are the fellows studying. We're sitting here between the operations and we're studying. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah, but communicate with me.
okay,
Then that was a training place for practicing bypasses. But cadaver laboratory we didn't have. We had, but it was 7 kilometers away in the anatomy laboratory. So okay, take next video now. Is okay?
okay,
I close here the video. Then,
okay.
because we lost time, I begin with MC aneurysm, because they saw in this video, you see.
Yeah, we see you trying to pick one. There you go.
You see that?
Yeah,
There is no sound. I will explain.
no sound.
This is from the 1001 collection. This is simple MCA aneurysm. You see that it shows the lateral supraorbital approach, which I began to use in 1980s. This is small unruptured aneurysm. So this is how I do it. Local anesthesia, adrenaline, lateral supraorbital approach. In 10 minutes, I have opened the dura. Then I go always distally, the Sylvian fissure under high magnification. Can you see it well now? Can you see the video well?
Yes,
Okay, communicate, ask questions. So I opened the under high magnification. I had penteron microscope. I used always the highest magnification. And now I go exactly there where the aneurysm is and open the Sylvian fissure carefully. And now we see the aneurysm. This is unruptured aneurysm. Of course, why I show this one? Because the anatomy is beautiful here. I was usually not using retractors, but here I put one to support the Sylvian fissure. And then in this case, I just clip the aneurysm directly without temporary clips because it is pointing upwards, carefully clipping, and then checking the situation, that no perforators. You see that some part of the aneurysm is left. We do ICG here. The fastest aneurysm I have operated MCA is from skin to skin, 25 minutes, M1 aneurysm. No one believed. Evandro Oliveira, he didn't believe, even he was 1 week with us, that I'm doing so fast. But I'm not operating fast, but I have a good plan. So now I changed the clip. So this is the situation. So there was some remnant, or I put some additional, and then I closed the Sylvian fissure. You see, I put glue here, and it was less than 1 inch. Okay, then we take next. Here is good MC aneurysm. The patient name is Maria Guglielmi. She's the sister of the famous Guglielmi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so Professor Guglielmi from Rome sent her sister to be operated on by me because there is unruptured MCA aneurysm and it was growing a pleb. You see how the Sugita retractors are effective, and I open temporalis muscle only extremely little. And then only 1 burr hole here. I never could understand why you are doing burr holes here, because this is the most difficult place. And now I have opened the dura, and in 10 minutes, I'm now under high magnification. I open the Sylvian fissure, inject water inside there. And this is Kamiyama schizos. I've been around the world. When I see something good, then I use it. And then dissecting here. This was unruptured and also anatomy is beautiful. Remember, this is the sister of Professor Guglielmi who changed the world. There are few people in the world who can change the world. It was Serbidenko in Moscow who began endovascular surgery, and Cheklov in Ukraine. And then French came to copy that method, balloon occlusion. And then came Guglielmi and made the coils. First time a person was coiled 1982. So I dissect here carefully. You see that the aneurysm has thick wall, but here is the pleb. Here is the pleb. You see soon the aneurysm would rupture here. This was the growing part here. And MC aneurysm, they have special anatomy. I see all the time in YouTube that you push coils inside MC aneurysm. This is nonsense because they come back. But in most countries, you have no follow-up. If you ask about the follow-up, I'm told they have excellent follow-up. But for example, in South America, I doubt always. Now I put here a temporary clip on the M1. I'm coming from distal. You see it? Is there any audience? Everyone left. So I put the temporary clip there, and I put the curved clip around the aneurysm. And now, because it is not taking exactly the whole aneurysm, I dissect the M2s away. I put another clip there, and then there's a dock here. So I put one more small clip there, and there's also a remnant, so I put small clip there. And now it is totally taken. So we make ICG, ultrasound. This is microdoppler. M2s are open, perforators are open. This is the situation, CT angio after operation. The patient was flying back to Rome in third day. So this is MC aneurysms. Then we can take something, a calm aneurysm here. This is Hugo Andrade. This was coming from Venezuela originally, but now he's in Toronto. This is a Russian patient pediatrician who was going to be blind and went first to Israel. They told that they cannot operate on, so she came back to Helsinki and then we operated on her. You see, the aneurysm is thrombosed here. Can you understand the anatomy? I go to a calm aneurysms. I go from the side was the bigger A1, and usually the bigger A1 is on the left side. So here we are going from the left side, short incision, and then I put temporary clip on A1 and also on the other side. In ACAM aneurysms, I put temporary clips on both A1s, and I can have temporary clips longer time because there's backflow. If you close also above the aneurysm A2, then you have little time, but here you can operate. And then you should be very careful. This aneurysm is thrombosis compressing the optic system. So you have to be very careful. I first put the fenestrated clip there. This is so-called pilot clip. And then I have to open the aneurysm. And now I took the temporary clips away because there is a pilot clip. I changed the position of the pilot clip. And I opened the aneurysm to make it smaller. Now this is ICG we did. But then we see that there is remnant of the aneurysm, so I changed the position of the clip several times. And now I go with my schizos inside the aneurysm. So the best way to take thrombus out is to use CUSA, but this aneurysm is not so big, so it is big enough to compress optic nerve, and the patient, it was Russian pediatrician, was getting blind. So you open the aneurysm and then resect the aneurysm. And then I cut the aneurysm here, but I leave the sac still attached to the optic system, chiasm, optic nerves. And then I put again the temporary clips and change the clip, because it must be a curved clip to take the whole base of the aneurysm. You see, this is different clip. On the right side there was some base left. Now again changing the clip as long as it's perfect, and now I took temporary clips out, Doppler, ICG, the aneurysm is taken, and don't take this sac out if it is very much attached. The patient woke up and her vision was splendid. She went back to Russia, St. Petersburg, and could go back to work. So this was ACAM aneurysm. So just tell me what you want to see. Here is the screen. To wake you up, I will show
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yeah,
Are these all part of the 1,000 videos that you're known
Yeah.
for? Okay,
you can find all of them. Because I was, after that, 2015, I had to retire in Helsinki because of the law. I became 68, then you have to retire. Then I went to world. I was also in South America, in
let's edit them all. Let's edit them.
Okay, to wake you up. This is a giant basilar bifurcation aneurysm. You see? I was good in that. I didn't hesitate to operate on this patient. He was 68 years old, unruptured. But I can tell you also that we operated in the night, ruptured, giant basilar bifurcation aneurysm, because I asked my nurse 11 o'clock in the evening, what shall we do? Because the patient had bled twice on Monday. So my scrub nurse, Anna-Lena Jansson, was saying, here I opened the aneurysm. And this is, of course, so there's temporary clip on the basilar artery, this subtemporal approach. And now, this is, of course, a situation you have to be able to handle it. So first, usually you put the giant aneurysms, you put a fenestrated clip, and you have to be careful here because the first clip might be too tight, so you close P1s. The same may happen in the MC aneurysms. You have to be very careful that you don't close the A2s, or so here bleeding. Why it is bleeding? Why I had temporary clip on the basilar artery? Because there is backflow, and now I have many long clips there. But what I call I'm traveling. I take the first clip that was occluding P1, and I travel distally with the ring clips, and then at the end, I put a long clip. How long the clip must be? 1.5 times the base of the aneurysm. And of course, here it is 3 centimeter aneurysm, so you have to have 5 centimeter clip. And this is ICG. This is ICG. And Doppler P1. And this is so impossible because they didn't believe. My people didn't believe, and visitors, that it was totally clipped, but the patient was doing well. Then I can show the difference when you have pushed something inside there. Can you see the there's the can I move this screen? This is on my way. Can you see German coil basilar bifurcation? Tell me. Here you see what happened when you do endovascular surgery in these cases. Giant basilar tip aneurysm coming from broad. You see the coils are here, compacted here. And the patient came from abroad, from Germany, because we counted with the neurosurgeon that there is enough space to put the clip here. The patient has a shunt, had subarachnoid hemorrhage, had difficulties in walking, and this is the CT angio here. A lot of artifacts. So I made a presigmoid approach in this case. Why? because then you can go more deep, and it depends on the situation how low the basilar bifurcation is. You can have it higher above, then you cannot use the subtemporal approach. When you do subtemporal approach, you have to use always lumbar drain, spinal drain. Otherwise, you destroy the patient temporary flow. But I put always the spinal drain myself, and this is a special dissector. That's the same breadth than the clips. And you see there is a lot of scarring. There's a lot of scarring. I have opened the tentorium. You can ask me questions if you have questions, because the anatomy is difficult, but the videos are excellent because I'm using the highest magnification. And all the videos were prepared by my fellows. And it was Johan Sokwe from Peru. He's now back in Peru. He was leading this project, but there are around 20 different fellows who edited these videos. And editing the videos is important because you can edit the videos so that you don't show any complications. But if you look at my videos, it shows everything. There are also videos without any editing. So because I'm fast operator, this is dissection here, very difficult dissection, because, and now I put here 2 ring clips, because the aneurysm is broad-based. So in giant and large aneurysm, the first clip must be a ring clip, otherwise they slip out. And I have my temporary clip in the basilar artery and peak arms. So I was very happy with this finding because the ICG was perfect, but the view was very bad here. And you may say that why I don't take the coils out. If you would take the coils out from compacted inside the brainstem, you kill the patient. You kill the patient. This is simple so. This is simple so. And then Doppler, I check with Doppler, and in this case, what happened? The patient was worse after the operation. Why? Because it had scarring. I take the temporary clip out from basilar artery. Why the patient was worse? Even the posterior cerebral arteries feeling beautifully. There's a lot of artifacts. This is the old sound. But the patient was bedridden. We made CT. CT looks like that. There's huge number of coils and then my clips. So we cannot see that one small perforator was taken. If you are operating on basilar tip aneurysms, even one perforator, to take one perforator makes the patient bedridden. So I want to show. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you are. I'd just like to urge the panelists to ask questions. I mean,
Just-
here you are with Juha. This is a fantasy. You're here with Juha. Juha is going over some of his videos. Now's your
Interact.
chance. Don't be shy.
Yeah, but I'm used to broken English. I had X number of Latinos in my operation room, and from Russia, Japan, China, they were speaking very bad English, but it was our deal. I just want to show Dr. Drake. This was one of my heroes here. This is Dr. Drake. You don't hear the voice. But this is, he's telling how you can find that also in, this is Dr. Drake. He was my teacher. I was with Dr. Drake and Peerless as a fellow in London, Ontario, and Miami. and we wrote the book, Vertebral Aneurysms. Actually, Dr. Drake was that time retired, was playing golf, and with Dr. Peerless was very fond of sailing, so I was doing the book. But this is Dr. Drake, great man, and died 1998. Dr. Peerless was holding a memorial speech for Dr. Drake and what he was saying, how to become excellent neurosurgeon. Marry the right wife was the #1 advice nowadays, because the females are in neurosurgery, so you have to say, take the right spouse. And he's telling that it was 1947 he operated his first aneurysm. Okay, so it was Dr. Drake, and these were my heroes. So I learned basilar-tip aneurysm surgery there. I had operated earlier, also in Eastern Finland, Kuopio. I made around more than 600 posterior circulation aneurysms, and now we have. What do you want to see now? AVMs? Tell me. You
Joey,
see
are you there? Takashi? What do you want to see?
Yeah, AVM. So yeah, those are AVM.
AVM. Okay, we take a simple AVM here. You see they are short videos. These are edited videos. This is not, it doesn't open. AVM link case. Okay, this is, I was involved in the, this is media player. This is not opening.
Play video, do it again. Play media player. Touch it. Play it. It's giving you an option to open it with media player. Okay, now click on it and go to media player. Click, go to media player and play it. Go to media player.
You speak too fast,
Oh,
John.
I'm sorry. Go to media player.
Here.
The one on, yeah, there.
No, on top, media player. Yeah, there you go. Click on it.
You can click the part that says just once.
Okay, this is a patient coming from. I remember it was a young patient from Russia, but went to Paris to have onyx embolization of the AVM, and you see, it was not totally occluded. Patient had 6 times endovascular surgery, and then I'm taking the onyx field. Onyx looked black, and I'm using a lot of what I call water dissection, and now I lift it out. And you have to think that there's always one vessel left. What is the most important thing here in the AVM surgery is that you make extremely good hemostasis. And then hypothermia, you see this is onyx field. This is the specimen. This is not the end. This goes to pathology, and then extremely good hemostasis. This is very important. Then there's a singular AVM. Let's take that. I remember this one I operated in the IN. This is a young patient and a big hematoma. This is Johan Sokwa. He was sharing the 1001 videos. He is now in Cusco, Peru with his family. So this is the CT angio, and you see big hematoma here, big hematoma. The patient was drowsy. And this is angio. In AVMs, you should have DSA in most cases. But aneurysm operated since 2000 always with CT angio only. And this is in the hemispheric approach. So going down, and that kind of singular AVM, they are fed by several small branches from pericallosal artery, and then you have to be careful. You cannot take the draining vein in the beginning. The draining vein is the last one to be taken. And now you see there's rupture, there's a lot of blood, but I take one by one the small feeders from the pericallosal artery, and you have to, of course, to save this pericallosal artery. I go first. So all the time, coagulating, clipping, coagulating, clipping. I'm using regular for bipolar because those non-sticking forceps, they are very extremely expensive and they have short lifespan. So I'm using regular bipolars, but there are special tricks. So my scrub nurse is putting the forceps in cool water and all the time clean, all the time clean. So the forceps must be clean, and then I take, here is an aneurysm in the AVM. And then you have to think when you do that. There's always one artery left. Never lift the AVM out. Just check carefully that you can do. And you have taken, now I evacuate the hematoma because the patient has huge hematoma. So I take the hematoma out, then I can see more below the AVM, and I continue then with the resection of the AVM. Coagulating, cutting, coagulating, cutting. But I'm good in doing fast surgery, but I'm not operating fast, but I have a good plan because I have planned the operation in my head. So you see, small feeders are coming from pericallosal artery. So taking all of them, and then finally, coagulation of the draining vein. And I coagulate the draining vein. If you are in doubt, you put the temporary clip and see if the AVM is swelling, but here it didn't happen. Now, water dissection, more hematoma taken out behind the corner. So there's big hematoma. I always was taking the hematoma out and then the AVM also in the same operation. I've operated more than 600 AVMs, and in many places you are doing, so you first make decompressive hemicraniectomy and take some hematoma out and then you wait. But I was doing, when the patient was in poor condition, only one craniotomy. And took the hematoma out and also the AVM out. So always think there's one feeder left, and this is usually at the draining vein. There are one, two, three small arteries, and this is dirty coagulation. I call dirty coagulation going around. There are very small arteries. They have nearly no wall. I take some brain substance, and then at the end we make ICG. It's not so good. But if you have any bleeding from the bed, then you have to think there is remnant. There's remnant of the AVM. And this is the postoperative. The patient was doing well. It was a young girl. 18 years old, and this is postoperative DSA. You have to do DSA pre and postoperative in AVMs to be sure. These were my fellows who made the video. We take the next case. There's a big, can you see that this one? This is a big AVM. This is so long. It is 11 minutes. I don't have. Okay, I can run it. The Daniel Kocherov was coming from Russia. He was working a long time in Israel. See, there is a big AVM, ruptured AVM here, hematoma, and this is angio. So how to do that? This patient is in sitting position. I like to operate in sitting position, and actually, Johan Chokwe is now in Peru. He made his PhD on pineal tumors, and operating on pineal tumors, I have done around 200. So we developed special sitting position. We call it praying position. So the patient is leaning forwards very much forward, like praying. Christians are praying in church that way. So the patient is in praying position. You see now here, there's a sinus was opened here. So I suture the sinus, running suture under microscope. Everything goes under microscope, opening also. I have to be careful when you open the dura in large AVMs because there are connections. So you may hurt the draining veins or arteries. They are attached here because there is scarring. So very careful opening, and then I go here in the midline. This opening is this paramedian, and on the left side, this is falx here. This is falx here. And then I put a temporary clip on the biggest feeder. And then you see a lot of scarring going around. This is Kamiyama's schizo. Kamiyama is retired, but he was working in Sapporo, and his pupil, Tanikawa, is very good bypass surgeon and was giving a life course with Lawton recently in Barrow. I didn't follow that, but I have been in Sapporo. The master of bypass surgery is Subin in Shanghai. This young man, he has done more than 10,000 bypasses, and he's a very nice person, speaking excellent English, which what is not so usual here. I'm going around, coagulating carefully. I'm not using any clips in AVMs. I just coagulate carefully. In the beginning, of course, in the beginning of my experience of those 650 AVMs, I was using clips. Then I noted when you have many clips there, they just take your view out, and it's very difficult to do. I see Takashi Kon is here. Are you translating Japanese or are you sleeping? You are sleeping? No. I know. Takashi Kon was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just telling that when I was in China, I was wondering how to do. So we were doing with Supin and Takashi Kon. We were making webinars, and they were simultaneously translating our webinars. So this was wonderful. Then we had our audience up to 5,000. So these big webinars, because in China you have 17,000 neurosurgeons, in Japan maybe 12,000, and so also other countries have many. So now I'm going around the AVM. I go forwards here because I lost so much time with the technical difficulties. I'm sorry for them. This computer is not speaking the same language like you have, but I go around now here. This is going around. That kind of, there's a lot of scarring, and this is water dissection. I use a lot of water dissection. I inject water between the brain and coagulate. So the nurses many times think and look at the time and tell that it takes a long time. I say, don't worry, we are doing well, but we have to do it step by step all the time. And this is 11 minutes, so I lost so much time in the beginning, so I go faster here. It's going around. You see that now I'm on the other side. And this AVM had feeders from all three arteries, posterior cerebral artery, many pericallosal, distal pericallosal, and the MCA Francis. So there were a lot of arteries to be taken, and this is what is called, I call dirty coagulation. If there are very small arteries, so I take some brain substance and coagulate with it, because these small arteries have nearly no wall. So never try to lift the AVM out before you are certain you have taken it. You have taken it. You see, this is regular forceps. This is regular forceps. I recognize my operation because I'm using those blue ones. They are cheap. But my nurses, scrub nurses, are doing beautiful. They are cleaning them. And I had also in China 2 very good scrub nurses who were operating with me. They learned that to have a team, good team, it takes 1 year to train. So I'm invited now in many places to operate on, but I lost my team because of the Ukrainian war and China terrible quarantines. So I have no team. I will not go alone anymore to operate on. So you see, it was more than 5 centimeters, close to 6 centimeters, this one. So especially Martin grade 4, maybe, or 5. And this is postoperative, clean, and no remnant. So good outcome. And I think this is the same beginning again. So just tell me what you want to see.
Okay.
Okay.
Noe, which one you want to see? Which
Yeah,
video?
we're all on time. We're on time. We can see the last video, Professor, you have.
Tell me what you want to see.
What about posterior fossa aneurysm?
The pica or bacilla,
Yeah, that will be great.
and her posterior fossa AVM.
Posterior fossa aerial. That
Which
one.
This one?
Yeah, that one will be great.
Okay.
Okay.
The Daniel Kosurev. Left posterior fossa meningioma. It is not meningioma, it is AVM. This is a mistake here. This ruptured. I operated that kind of cases with big hematoma. I operated acutely, even in the night. Patient is on lateral position here. No. No, it is pathogenicity, I think. I don't remember this case, but yeah. And then those in avians, you have to open the dura carefully, always under microscope. And now you see the big hematoma here. Hematoma is coming out, and then you take the hematoma out, and then you have room. Then you have room, and then you go around. This is the biggest feeder, and there's also where several draining veins. If you have only one draining vein, so it is dangerous, because if you hurt the draining vein, then the aneurysm will, AVM will explode. So you have to be very careful in analyzing. Here I take hematoma out and I'm going around the AVM. Actually, the hematoma is helping to take the AVM out in the acute situation. And then I put temporary clips on the biggest feeder. Biggest feeder. Here is a golden color, this temporary clip. And now going around, taking hematoma out. Hematoma is helping to dissect. What is your time there, South America now? They're going to sleep. What's your time? How much is your time?
Yeah, it's this will be the last video,
Okay.
and we're
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
You have some questions then? Sorry for the technical difficulties. I don't know what is wrong here. Here it is 5:42 a.m. So we were fighting more than half an hour with the technical difficulties, and John Bennett is sleeping here, because he's all the time over the world with the different time zones.
But that's okay. The good thing is that we got to see the videos.
Yeah,
But
that's
maybe we can discuss. You have some questions, so
yeah.
no
Yeah.
questions.
I have a question.
Just
Dr. Yu.
ask.
So remember you were telling us about the surgery you did in 20 minutes, 25 minutes, skin to skin.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, what was the approach you used for it to be so quickly? I am astonished by that.
I showed in the beginning here, lateral supraorbital approach. I began to use it in 80s, because there was a young female who had MCA annulus ruptured. I operated on it, but she had also contralateral aneurysm. I operated on that with regular, how do you call, serenal approach, where you split the muscle by far more than in the LSO approach. So she was a wild girl, was drinking and smoking, and then 5 years later she came to me with new subarachnoid hemorrhage. And where? It was a pericaudal artery aneurysm. De novo, she developed a new aneurysm. Smoking is the most dangerous factor besides female gender to develop. And she was young patient, but what was terrible, she had terrible atrophy here in the temporalis muscle. So she had long, beautiful hair like you have. she could cover, but of course you cannot always hold your hair away. So I still feel after 30 years later, I feel very bad, or 40 years later, that I disfigured this young, beautiful female with my approach. So I began to do the lateral supraocular approach, which I have done in thousands and thousands of cases. And those who came to Helsinki have seen it, and I know in Latin America there are several who are using this approach. And I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, because I have one video showing 2 MC aneurysms, and on the right side, then on the left side, 1, and then basilar bifurcation aneurysm. This is very fast video, so, and it shows everything, but 4 aneurysms in 1 hour from skin to skin.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Juha. Well, it has been a really useful talk. I really appreciate the time you take today with us. I know in Helsinki it's 4 or 5 a.m. at this time. So thank you very much. The videos were great.
Now, the hospital where all the people visited will be now destroyed, and money is talking. So expensive houses are built there, and they have moved to a new building, but there's a lack of nurses, and so very difficult to operate that number like during my time. So this old hospital, this will be destroyed here, and this one will be saved, this old part, and they make excellent, very expensive flats there. And I walk here, I retired 2015. I'm no more crying. It will be destroyed. I was 50 years here involved, so this house will be destroyed. I don't know how it is in your country, but it is stupid. You should save the history, because during the Second World War, all the difficult cases with brain injuries, spinal injuries were sent to this hospital to be treated. And it was Marshal Mannerheim and his sister who developed this hospital. So I feel very bad that those So I thank you very much for your patience. And John Bennett, never give up. Don't tell me that we lost the game.
Yeah, that's good. You kept going. You got it.
Yeah. But this is my last advice. So never give up in neurosurgery. You have to be like a cat. When you throw a cat on the wall, it's not falling down. It is sticking there, and you have to be there like that. So there are terrible situations in neurosurgery. You cannot give up, because this is unique always. And this unique situation, you have only one time usually. Dr. Drake was saying, if we only could have back those patients who were severely hurt or lost, it means they were disabled or died, for a second chance. With that, what we have learned in operation room, but this is seldom we can, and I don't like if the family or patients are telling that good luck, then I say it is not luck, it is experience. It's experience and skills. So, but if the patients and family are saying, I pray for your hands, I like it. I'm not religious, but I like this saying, I pray. And when I was in Indonesia, Jakarta, the operations were begun. The team was concentrating after checkup, and they were praying. I like it very much. In China, they were shouting. It took long time. But I'm sorry I lost so much time. I cannot show my experience with China, but maybe you can invite me once more. I can.
Are you going back to China? What's your schedule?
My schedule is now. They invited me to come part-time. So they proposed that I would come 2 times 3 weeks a year.
Okay.
And no operation. So I'm like a consult. Do you know what is a consult?
Consult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
In February or March, the cats are making big noise. Why? Because they are searching, male cats are searching females, but the noise is stopping when they are castrated. So those people, cats who are castrated, they can give advice, but they cannot do the thing. So these are consults. Like now I go there to consult. I will not operate on because I have no team anymore there. I closed my team. Hugo Andrade is in Toronto. Fitri is in Indonesia, neuroanesthetist, and Ajmal Semmar is in USA, and then Chinese are in China. And China is getting more and more closed, so I cannot get scrub nurses. So I'm invited, for example, to Baghdad to operate on a splendid hospital, but I cannot go there because I have no people who know how I'm operating on. I have been many times in Latin America, in Venezuela. You cannot go anymore because I would be killed in half an hour going there. It is so wide. Colombia was earlier that way, but now Venezuela is the most dangerous place. So I'm going to China and giving lectures now, and I will learn this. There is something different in my computer with the screen sharing, but I have extremely good lectures, hundreds of lectures, but I'm very unhappy with these technical difficulties. Why I'm so poor? I never had the diary, or I had never a notebook. Why? Because I had splendid secretaries. They were telling me all the time what to do. And I was traveling 1,000 times around the world, so I have been everywhere in the world, also in Latin America, except Uruguay. I have an invitation, but I couldn't go. From China, I was 3 years like in jail, not allowed to travel, and I used this time and quarantines. No traveling, so I wrote my memories. And my memories will be translated also in Spanish, but in all the possible languages. So it is a good book, bestseller in Finland. So I stop now because...
Juha, I want to ask you one thing before we close.
No, yeah, I'm awake. I'm not in hurry, but you are in hurry. You have to go to sleep.
No, not in a hurry. But one question I want to ask you is that I'm very impressed with the videos that the Chinese have made, and they seem to be so far ahead of us as far as making videos of neurosurgery. Did you get to see? Did it impress you the way that they've been doing videos a lot longer than we have?
The difficulty in China is that the English is so poor.
Yeah.
In Zhengzhou, where I was operating on, in the middle-sized city, 12 million people. There are 2 biggest hospitals in the world, University Hospital and my hospital, Henan Provincial People's Hospital. In China, I have excellent neurosurgeons, but they publish only in WeChat. It's like WhatsApp or LinkedIn. So they seldom publish, neurosurgeons publish. We tried to teach them scientific writing to make databases, but they are not eager to do it because they are always hungry. This is coming from the Mao times. Mao killed more than 10 million people. And so they, even in the middle of the operation, they go to eat because they are always hungry. This is one of the specialties. And the other thing is that they shout all the time in operational, big noise. It took 2 years to teach them that be silent. Be silent. So how could I do it? I tried to learn Chinese. I had private teacher 1 year, 5 times 2 hours, but I couldn't learn. I learned 700-800 words or phrases, but when I was speaking, they didn't understand because my intonation was so poor, so like any other language. So Japanese is certainly Takashi's difficult, maybe even more difficult than Chinese, but I didn't learn Chinese. So, but they are excellent surgeons. I'm extremely sorry now. And China is isolated, more and more isolated. So they don't send any more young doctors to USA for training. In Japan, some are trained, but it is isolating more and more. And now when the Ukrainian war, it is far away from USA and South America, the Ukrainian war, but in Takashi-kon, it's influencing our lives extremely much. So I cannot invite any Russians. I cannot send anything, letters to Russia. We can communicate with emails, but we are in war. So total war. Europe, and this is terrible what Putin was doing. Russian people, most of them are fine people, but they are restricting the information, like in China also. So it is extremely much propaganda there. Regular people don't know what's happening in Russia because the information is restricted. And so we know what happens there. It is terrible war, killing, raping, taking children to Russia. And Russia is Russian artist, poem, Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, Chekhov, and then in music, they have been so fine in ballet, and but now the root government is doing the war, and they send soldiers from prison, and they are killed. They are killed. Ukrainians are killing them, but they have lack of weapons. So what I always say, Slava Ukraine.
Okay.
I have been many times in Ukraine, so if you want to do good things, help Ukrainian in this war. It is far away, but the USA has been doing very well, supporting very much. And so, but it is terrible war. And Finland has 1,300 kilometers border with Russia, so we are very close. So we are preparing for war also. So it is, I'm not speaking nonsense. Our military is increased. Even females go to military and train. And so this is what is happening in the world. Follow the world, what's happening. Even the things are far away, so you should be aware what's happening. China is involved. China will take in 5 years, maybe Taiwan. They are preparing. If China is getting involved in this Ukrainian war, then we are in the world war. Yeah, okay. Have a good night, a good sleep. I will wake up and make one more coffee and I have a meeting 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Thank you very much, Professor Yuhei. It was really an honor to have come with you today in the first international course on anatomy. I want to leave the words to our chief, the head of the Neurosurgical Service, Dr. Aldo Francisco, please.
Congratulations, Professor Yuha, and it's excellent. Your explications on the ABMs and NRMs is a honor for my hospital, my country. You accept Spoxy very good. Thank you very much. Good morning, Professor Yuha.
Professor Almefti is very good in having more time. I have one more good case to show. You know how Almefti is doing. Oh, I forgot to show one more case, and then he's showing one more good case, and then he's saying, oh, I forgot, and then he's taking 15 minutes more. But I will not do that because I have to go to sleep. But I promise next time we will not have technical difficulties. Please invite me to give.
We gotta practice Zoom, Joa.
I have practiced.
Thank you, Professor.
Well, anytime we can practice sometime.
I'm traveling to China next Wednesday for 2 weeks.
Oh, you're going next week?
Yeah.
A couple of weeks?
2 weeks. And then there is the Shaolin Congress in June 2 to 4, and you should be involved there.
Okay, very good.
Thank you very much to everybody. Diana, John, thank you very much, Neurosurgical TV, Dr. Takashi Kon, Dr. Aldo Francisco Hernandez Valencia, the head of our service. The Professor Yuha, it was a honor again. Thank you very much for accepting the invitation. I hope this is not the last one. See you to everybody to the next week. Have a good night. Have a good day.
Next week. Do you have next week something?
Yeah, the next week we have another lecture. We have Dr. Ferez Chadat. He's going to talk about malformations, about artery.
Okay, yeah, but not me, because I have a cleaning lady and she's cleaning very well. So she was cleaning also my diary now, which I need because I have no more any secretary. So I have to be careful that I don't forget. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.